the one and only DJ Skyrocket coming to you live for another exciting episode of the Fellas Podcast. That's right. It is that time of the week where we come together and we talk about all the stuff that done happened during the week and over the weekend. As you can see, our friend, partner in crime, is back off of his cruise, of his vacation. He is back from Jamaica. Jamaica, man. Did you see Cool Runnings? No, you did not. Because he was not practicing. All right. So listen, this is a podcast where we talk about sports and social issues that may or may not impact you. And this is an open forum. You can come on and you can voice your opinion. The link is in the comment section. It'll be there momentarily. As you can see, our banner say a weekend of losing team. That means all of our teams have lost this weekend. And we're not gonna fret on those games, but you can see we all looking bad right now. High school and college. I mean college and professional team. Well, my professional team don't play till 8:30. So this is gonna be abbreviated a podcast because we got a big game tonight in the big city of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Wish I could have been there. My niece had tickets for sale. And I just couldn't afford them because I got a trip coming up in how many days, show?
We got 3 weeks, Java. 3 weeks. 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Y'all should have, hey, being
3
away
weeks.
being away and doing something different is amazing, y'all. I tell you. It's amazing.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking forward for y'all. I'm looking forward to that trip for y'all because if it do for y'all what it did for me. It's almost a bad thing that I did go because I come back with a different attitude. I'm ready to tell a motherfucker off in so many words. Hey, everybody's subject to get some of this.
No.
Yeah, I'm sorry for my language, y'all, but boy, everybody's subject.
Hey, we got we keep it real on here. You got to keep it real sometimes.
I'm gonna keep it real, boy. I got a customer I got a customer who gave me $10,000 to do a job, and if it ain't ready tomorrow, I'm gonna write his $10,000 check, and I'm gonna say next. Yeah, you ain't ready yet. 3 weeks, you should be ready by now. Shoot, I got a lot of things. Got a lot of things I can get off my chest. Only thing I ain't got to get off my chest is my wife, because she was with me every step of the way. But
yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, go ahead, show. Well, Thomas, since you talking, go ahead and introduce yourself real quick.
Oh, you know who this is? T-Way Electric, Tony Way Myers, owner of One Way Electric. We in the house. My boys while I was gone, my fellas, reliable and ride or die fellas. They took care of business while I was gone. Even though my boy Carlton had some BS waiting on me just now. He called me with BS just now. But you know what? I'm gonna take you for granted, man. I had a great time. I want everybody to spend time away from the routine of life, and because it really does put things in perspective of why we live this life the way we do, why we work hard. And again, my whole time I was gone, I was out of touch with y'all, and I really definitely still pray for our brother, and hope everything is going okay. But that's all I got. That's all I got for you.
Okay, so go ahead.
Yo, this is the one and only. You know my name, the show. Everybody know me, Big Reese, everything like that. Just man, hey, been a hard week like Skyrocket had on the banner. All my teams lost. My sadness started off Thursday night, but tough game. So proud of them. My Bucks went down. They came down here to me. If it wasn't on a Thursday night, I would have been in the building. But because it was a Thursday night game, and everybody that knows me, when I go to events like games, tailgates, anything, I overindulge. So I knew me, knowing me, it was no reason for me to go on no Thursday night and think I was gonna make it to work on Friday. So I said, no, I'm gonna miss this one.
That sound like you making responsible decision.
Being an adult.
Yeah, you got to be an adult now. You got to be an adult now. Yeah. You
That's
got to be an adult. Yeah.
I
What's
would
going on? What's
Somebody
going
got a
on there, Luke?
podcast in the background. Cut it
I,
down.
I would tell you this show
Yeah.
every time y'all know a lot of y'all not, and I can think back to Atlanta lost to Atlanta lost to the Patriots in the Super Bowl. See, I went to bed early on that game because I was like, oh man, Patriots getting blowed out. Woke up next day, what happened? They lost.
Yeah.
Georgia, I was on the boat, Georgia Alabama game. It was a blowout. We were drunk up. I said, done. I'm done. Me and my wife went and watched the show, went to bed. I woke up next morning. Come to find out, Georgia almost won the game. I said, I can't
Yeah,
believe I missed that.
came back and took the lead. I saw all that. I saw the
Tampa
whole book.
Bay and a Tampa Bay and the Buccaneers. Tampa Bay had the ball last when I walked away with a minute and some change left. I wake up and then you tell me they won? Atlanta won the damn game? I'm like, this
Hey,
can't be real.
the thing about it
I'm not
is,
going to bed
hey,
on another. I'm not going to sleep on another Georgia team again. Never, never.
hey Tony, I'm gonna
Too
tell
much shit
you,
be
Tony,
happening.
Tony, I'm gonna
Huh?
tell you what happened. I'm gonna tell you what happened, and I'm not blaming this here because I believe one play don't make the game, but one play can sway, momentum. That last time Tampa had the ball, it was a holding call and a face mask. They did not call the face mask on Atlanta, which would have been an offsetting penalty. But when they showed the replay, it was a clear face mask when Tampa's running back went through the hole.
Mm-hmm.
But by them not calling and offsetting the penalty, that pushed Tampa out of field goal range, and they ended up having to punt the ball back to Atlanta. But if they
Mm-hmm.
had to call the face mask, which
Mm-hmm.
in even the commentators on Thursday Night Football say, yeah, it's a clear face mask. The officials just missed it.
Mm-hmm.
That would have left the ball in field goal range. Not saying
Mm-hmm.
Tampa would have gotten the field goal, but by you pushing them out of field goal range, that
Mm-hmm.
clearly, they didn't get
Well,
it.
well,
You
they
know,
owe, but the officials owed Atlanta for the Chiefs game because there were some egregious calls
no,
that
but
were missed in that
here you
Chiefs
go right here.
game.
You don't take that out on my Bucks. Now you don't take that out on my Bucks. Don't get back. Don't be able to get back on my Bucks. You know what I'm saying? But
I swear.
like I said, going back to it, my Bucks lost. It started for me Thursday. My Bucks lost. My Seminoles
Mm.
lost
But wait,
Saturday.
about
But
your Seminoles, I'm glad they sat DJ down because it showed the true potential of your team.
yeah, the
Your team
defense,
did,
the defense
yeah.
That was a
held
hard
Clemson
decision
to
they had to make. They had
no
that
they
was a hard
no
decision.
no
No,
it
That was a
wasn't
hard
no
no,
decision
hard
for that
decision.
coach to
That
make.
no
no,
Skyrock.
no,
That's
no. It wasn't a hard
politics.
decision.
No, it wasn't no hard decision. DJ stunk up the
Hmm.
place. I don't care what
Yep.
nobody say.
Yes, he
DJ
did.
stunk up the place,
Yes,
and
he
but they
did.
stuck with him because of his experience and everything
Yep.
like that. But DJ is only there for 1 year. Brock
Yeah.
Glennon is gonna be there next year. Year after that, the other dude behind him is a true freshman. So,
Hmm.
like I said last week, our season is done. It's nothing for us. We're not gonna win no ACC championship. We're not gonna win. We're not going to the playoffs. It's nothing we can accomplish. Hell, at this point, we're not even going to a bowl game. So really, what these are
You
is
never know.
live.
You never know.
No,
Y'all only
no,
got 4
Skyrock,
lost.
Skyrock. Once you done lost 5 games, you could, but your odds are slim. But what I'm saying is, you now have to treat this as live bullet practices.
Yeah.
And what I mean by live, no, be honest. See, Skyrocket, Tony know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
These live bullet practices because
Hmm.
it ain't no pulling back. Like in a regular practice, oh, the quarterback he got on the jersey where nobody can hit him, and we just
Yeah.
going through the motion. But now you are
Oh
under
yeah.
live bullet practices to where if you don't make the right decision or you don't goddamn slide right or get your ass that way, you can get shit knocked out you can get hurt serious.
Yeah.
And that's what
Exactly.
these two dudes need. They need
Yeah.
live bullet practices because in practice, in our practices on campus, we protecting them. Y'all protecting them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But these live bullet practices gonna make it better for them next year.
Yeah.
And to keep your recruiting class, because we got a decent recruiting class, but if you keep losing or you don't show potential that okay, we gonna be better next year. This year was just a bad year because we lost third between cats going pro, transfer portal, and graduation. We lost
Mm-hmm.
30 players.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you have to show the kids that you're recruiting that, hey, buddy, this was just a bad year for us. We were breaking in a lot of young dudes, everything like that. But we are a better team. We
Yep.
are a good team. We are still on the
Yep.
rise. We last year was just not a fluke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what we have to do.
Yeah.
That's what we have to show.
Yeah.
That's what we have to, it just we got to say, hey, look here,
Yeah.
stick with us, bear with us. I mean, because hey, the coaching staff they didn't forget how to coach. They coached good last year. They coached great last year. They coached great the year before that. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
because nobody wanted Jordan Travis. Nobody wanted
Nobody.
Jordan Travis. You know what I'm
Nobody.
saying?
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? Before he got hurt, they claimed, well, to me, I see it now. He was the reason we didn't get in the playoff because, but I mean, if he was that so much, like I tell people, if he was that so much and he meant that so much to a team, why wasn't he in the Heisman running? He was on an undefeated team. He was the star
Numbers.
player.
Numbers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But then,
Numbers.
but then, Tony, they'll tell
Just
you
like,
numbers don't matter. But they'll tell you
but just
numbers
like,
don't matter.
well, I tell you what. Let's hold it to this right here. I will. You will see that numbers do matter this year because I believe if Travis Hunter does not get the Heisman Trophy, it's a fixed game.
It's going to be a travesty if he stays healthy.
It, if he
If
stay
he
healthy
stays healthy and do what he doing, both
the
sides of the
entire
ball,
season,
no plays he playing the entire season, his hands down got to be here.
yeah,
Now
yeah,
we talked about this.
yeah.
The sports writers and everyone is hating on Colorado because of their coach,
Mm,
but they have to wake up and
no,
see. Yes, they are.
no,
They don't want
no.
you
It's
to
not.
mention.
It's not the coach. It's not. It's not him. They love him. They don't love the way the team is publicly presenting themselves. They give you a reason to hate them. They really do.
But
His
but
son,
in
his
the pro-
son, the quarterback, he gives you a reason to not like them. I don't. To me, it's not Dion. Dion is probably one of the. You love him or hate him, but most people loved him. You know, most people
yes,
love him.
but
They want
a lot
success.
of people.
Don't think that nobody wants to see Dion succeed. Everybody wants to see Dion polarized college football last year. He brought his style to college football, and the polarization was awesome. I mean, off the charts. If you didn't like college football, you watched it. You watched his Colorado team. Hell, I didn't watch Colorado ever since Cordell Stewart used to play for them. So, but to bring them into the fold like that, oh man, I mean, but his this thing with his son, it makes you not like it makes you not like them. It makes me not
But
like
in
them.
the in the in,
And
while
I
they doing
believe
that,
and Travis Hunter is going to be a victim of that.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's gonna
He
be
gonna be
he's
a
the
victim of
victim.
that.
Yes,
He gonna be a victim.
he
You watch now?
and not just Travis Hunter. Another a bunch of the other players are being victimized just because of that. They are. They are. And y'all
No,
know
I
I'm
think
a
no.
Dion man. I'm a
I
I'm a Dion man. I like Dion ever since he was in Atlanta. I was not an Atlanta Falcon fan. I was a Dion Sanders Andre Rison, got doggone. Y'all remember when Atlanta had Brett Favre and he was on the bench, and they got rid of him and he went to Green Bay? Y'all remember that? Or y'all don't remember that?
Man,
I
Yeah,
was
we
never an
come
Atlanta
on,
remember.
fan.
bro.
I was a player
Come
fan.
on, bruh. Bro,
I was a player fan.
you talking to people who grew up knowing who Dion was.
Yeah,
Shit. It
but
would
But
without Dion, there was no Atlanta Falcons. You wouldn't have known nobody on there. Huh? You
no,
wouldn't have known Andre Rison or
Dion built the Georgia Dome. He built because
yeah,
of him.
man.
That was the
Dion
reason
built
they
that
got the
place.
Georgia.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yes,
built the
sir.
Georgia Dome.
Yes,
They
they
sir.
they
was
would
the
have still
first.
been.
Let me tell you
Go ahead,
something.
go ahead,
You
go ahead,
had
go ahead.
you had the two most polarizing people ever to come across Atlanta doorstep. Jerry Glanville and Deion Sanders. Boy, them was some personalities now. And to bring them into Atlanta, man, I tell you what, Atlanta was fun to watch back then. That was before Michael Vick even sniffed football. They were fun to watch.
My
Yes,
thing about it is, it ain't because it's been brash, cocky dudes in college football going back to the time. The reason the media gives Dion such a hard time, and it is kind of him. It's not his son. It's not his son. It's partially him, and it's partially the market that he in. Okay, for one, with him, they didn't like when Dion came in and made the announcement he made to them kids. Cause they
oh
kids,
yeah,
they
what he
still
told him?
when he
Let me
told
find
them
a hole in the portal.
True.
no, he basically told them
I'm
I
bringing my
want
own
dough.
players.
I'm bringing my own player, but he really, to tell you the truth, he really only bought three players. He really only bought three players. Now you had other cats
No,
transfer
no,
in.
no. He
Skyrock,
bought. He
Skyrock,
bought.
Skyrock. Name no them dudes that came from Jackson State besides his two sons and Travis Hunter. None of them other dudes that came from Jackson State made no damn impression. They did
He
not.
yes, it did. The
They did
kicker,
not. Skyrock.
the kicker. He brought the kicker with him.
Skyrock. How many games they
Kicker.
needed? How many games they needed to kick for? They lost by a lot of points last year.
But he
They,
brought the
they did.
kicker with him.
It don't matter who he brought, but did they make an impression? Only three players
Yeah,
made an impression. Who? Who?
the
Name them.
kicker is the
The
fourth.
kicker didn't make no fucking impression because the games they lost them big.
But he made some good kicks that game, some long kicks.
He made some
He
long ass kicks that didn't
listen.
amount to
Hey,
shit.
hey, I guarantee, if he was to leave this year coming up, he'll go in the first round. I guarantee
He
that.
he made some kicks
I
that
can
didn't.
guarantee that.
Ain't no kicker unless he's Sebastian Janikowski kicking the goddamn cover off of the ball, which he's not. That's the only kicker that went in the first round.
He's going first round. I can
He is
guarantee.
not.
It'll be
Skyrock.
Hey,
probably his first round.
let's talk about that Alabama loss. That talking about the kicker. Come on, man.
Thank you.
That ain't gonna
Alabama,
happen. Let's
Alabama,
talk about the Bama
Alabama
loss.
didn't show up. We don't
I'm
need to
gonna
talk about
tell
them.
y'all something.
Vandy
I'm
punched
gonna tell y'all.
Alabama
I
in
want
the
to
face.
tell y'all something. I want to say something. Them boys threw that game.
That's all you want
I'm
to
No,
sorry.
say.
no,
Ho,
they
ho, ho,
didn't.
ho,
They
ho.
threw that
Oh,
game.
show.
No, they
Time out,
didn't.
time out.
No, they
They
didn't.
threw
I
that
got it.
game.
I
They
got
threw
No,
now.
they
that
Ho,
game.
didn't.
ho, time out.
No, they
Show,
did.
They
show.
threw
Can
the
I say
game.
it? Show.
No, they
Show,
did.
can I
Hmm.
say it? Can I say it?
No, they
Show.
did.
Show, can I say
Huh?
it? Can I say it?
Uh huh. Go
Vegas
Show.
ahead,
ain't never
Scar.
Are
wrong,
you
bro.
talking facts or are you talking feelings?
You
Because
talking
right now you
feelings.
talking feelings.
You talking feelings. Them ain't facts. Them ain't facts. Jonah. Them is not facts.
Hey, how the quarterback. I like to think God is in my life and God doing so much, and then he turned around in the next sentence and dropped the F bomb. I'm like, okay, nobody heard that.
Because the thing about I heard I asked my wife,
You
did he
heard him?
just cuss?
He
I
cursed
heard
several
last night. I
times
said,
now.
did he just cuss?
you
But the
talking
thing
about
He
you
about it
talking
cursed.
is,
about You talking about
On the
Vanderbilt
live,
Vanderbilt?
quarterback.
yeah, the
Yeah,
Vanderbilt
Vanderbilt
quarterback.
quarterback.
Vanderbilt quarterback.
Oh yeah, he
Hey,
holier than thou, but then he gonna turn around the next sentence, drop the F bar. We fucking did it.
hey,
I said, holy shit.
that was, man. Hey, that man was. Hey, that was amazing. That was amazing. But the thing about it is, I tell it by looking at that game. I told a lot of people today,
What you told
Georgia.
him?
No, Georgia came out, kind of the pressure was on Georgia. Vanderbilt came out with no pressure. And the thing about it is Vanderbilt capitalized on every Alabama mistake. They got points. When Alabama made a mistake, they got
They
some
did.
form of points off of it.
They did.
They did
They did.
not they did not they just didn't what they wasn't happy with taking the ball from it and then doing 3 and out
Yeah.
and giving them the
Oh
ball
no,
right
you
back.
hey, you gotta love it because
Super
you
thankful for guys like Eli Sowers. Man, that kid's incredible. The rest of our team, look at this. Look at this. Daddy, what
Yeah. But
that
that
wasn't the
hey,
only time
yeah, hey, but hey, I mean,
he
you got to get a
did that
man
now.
that
He
you
did
got
it
to get a
twice.
hey, you got to get a man them props. Nah, that wasn't the only time he did it. Yeah, he did it twice.
I
Oh,
hope he
time out,
repented
time out,
afterwards.
time out. Let me ask y'all a question. I saw some
What's
Thursday
that?
night from the game. Let's go back real quick. When
Thursday.
did Atlanta coach start swag surfing after the game?
Oh.
Because Kirk
No, no,
Cousins
no,
taught
not the
see
coach. I'm talking about the quarterback. What?
because because the week before when they beat the Saints, he said he never knew nothing about the swag surf, and he was like in an interview they done with him, he was like they was doing this song played, and I looked up during the Saints game, and he said the whole stadium was rocking back and forth, and they
Mm-hmm.
was playing this song. He didn't even pronounce it. He said swaggin' surfing. You know, he was like swagging or something like that, but he didn't
Yeah.
even pronounce the song name right. He said
Yeah.
they was swagging surfing, or like I said, he didn't. But and then he said, and then he came back. He said, "Well, my wife done been showing me how to do it,
Yeah.
because he said I didn't know that was a big thing in the South. They be swag because they do it at Georgia games. They do it at a lot of college games in the South. And he was like, I didn't know that
Yeah.
was a big thing in the South. So he said, my wife was showing me how to do it. And they do the swag surf. That game I went to, they do. Yeah, they do. When they play that song, the whole stadium get the rock.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I tell you what, I don't doubt Kirk Cousins. I didn't doubt him when he played for Minnesota. I didn't doubt him when he played for Washington. Kirk Cousins, this is something
I
about him.
doubt it.
He a consistent dude. This dude is a winner, man. You don't
okay.
doubt
Well,
Kirk
since we talking
Cousins.
about winners, what y'all
He,
gonna do with Andy
I
Dalton?
ain't gonna, I ain't, I ain't saying he a winner.
Huh?
I ain't saying he a winner. I'm not gonna say he a winner.
What?
Listen to me, Tony, before you get on, before you cuss me out. I'm not gonna say he a
Feeling,
winner, but no, I'm not gonna say he a
feelings.
winner because the thing about it is, I watched Kirk Cousins' career, and what it is, he reminds who he reminds me of, and Skyrocket gonna get mad at this him. To me, he's a better version of Tony Romo.
Tony Romo.
Nobody better
Yep.
than
Yep.
Tony.
I knew you was gonna say
Nobody better
that.
than
You
Tony.
know,
Nobody better
he
than
is a
Tony.
better he is a better version of Tony
Ah, he
Romo
is a better
because
version of Tony. Yeah.
Nobody better
when
than
you
Tony.
look at it, he tends to make a key mistake at the
Yeah.
end of the game. And I thought again until they didn't call that face mask. Because remember, he threw, I don't know if you saw the game. No, you didn't see the game, Tony. He
I
threw an
didn't see the end of
interception.
it because I walked away.
Yeah, he threw an interception. He threw an interception in the fourth quarter.
Uh-huh.
And I said, there go the Kirk Cousins I know.
Yeah.
He tends to make that mistake because in the fourth quarter, when the game on the line, The pressure may get to him, or he'll be anxious and he'll make a bad decision. Same thing Tony Romo used to do. Same thing, like I tell Cowboy fans, and I told Skyrocket this hint. The only difference to me, between Kirk Cousins, Tony Romo, and Dak Prescott from Tom Brady and Peyton Manning, Tom Brady and Peyton Manning made their mistakes in the first and second quarter. The three I named, they'll make their mistake in the fourth quarter. So that's the last thing people see. That's why they got the blame for losses. You know what I'm saying? Like
Got
Dak Prescott last year, and even this year, when they who that was, the Saints scored 40 something points on them. Dak Prescott ain't playing now. Look at defense.
that's right.
But
Just like
Dak
just like
Prescott,
in the Green Bay playoff game, he didn't
thank you.
play. He didn't
He
play
didn't play.
defense.
Now look at defense.
No, he did
But
not.
he got blamed. He got blamed for the
He got
loss.
blamed for the
Nobody
loss.
blamed the defense. Nobody
That's
blamed
right.
the defense.
That's right.
Nobody blamed the defense for giving up all them points.
That's right.
They blamed Dak. Same
That's
thing
right.
they used to do with Tony Romo. If you
Yep.
go back and look at them games and a lot of Tony Romo playoff losses, the defense gave up an
the
ass of
quarterback
points.
the quarterback is always going to take the blame, win or lose. They're going to take it because at the end of the day, they are the ones. They are the ones throwing the ball.
Mm-hmm.
They are the ones throwing the ball. They are the play callers. So they're
Mm-hmm.
going to take the blame. It takes
Okay,
a strong individual to be a quarterback. You got to
and I
be mentally
understand.
strong
See, Scott,
and
you know what you
strong
doing?
and
You know
physically
what you
strong.
doing right now, Skyrocket?
I'm talking
Divert.
feelings.
You blame you bailing dumbass fans out.
Mm-hmm.
You blaming
I'm, talking-
dumbass fans out
I'm talking
because,
feelings.
yeah, you talking feelings, and I
And I
don't
can
talk
sing that
feelings.
song.
My wife,
Feelings.
my wife, my wife
Whoa,
done taught me for
whoa.
the last 8 years.
What's
It's
that?
facts. It's facts over feelings. That's her
Facts
motto.
over
Facts over
feelings.
feelings.
Yeah. And you know I can't stand people like that. Like, cause that's like pie in your. That's like pie in my face. You know, pie in my face. Facts over feelings. That's just like we'll
Facts.
say. You know, people will say, I hate Donald Trump, this and that, this and that. But then you got to look at facts over feelings, you know, and you start to see, well, there's some rationality to some of the shit that he does, but he's no different than the rest of them that's come through. Facts over feeling. You may personally not like him. There's a reason why. There are factual reasons why people like him, and it's you got to take the feelings out of it. You
I
know.
don't.
Yeah.
I don't know no facts unless you making in excess of $700,000 a year.
Well, the thing would be, sorry to interrupt, but the thing would be is, okay, when he got elected, again, facts over feelings. So I know if anybody listening and thinking I'm a Trumper or whatever, yeah, I don't give a fuck. Look, when he did get elected, and for those of us who were making a paycheck, because I worked for the state at the time, when Obama was president, I didn't get a pay raise. I didn't see my taxes go down. When Trump became president, he went and cut taxes, and guess what? I saw the money, even though it was, $40, but I saw that $40. It was $40, but I saw extra $40 on my paycheck. Facts over feelings.
Okay, okay, but Tony,
Obama,
I got a question. Okay, I
listen
got a
now,
question for you,
Obama
Tony.
president. Hold on now, let me say it one more time, clear now. Obama, Trump was president. I got an extra $40 on my paycheck. Shit, that's gas right there. Cause I had to drive to work now. Facts over
Okay,
feelings.
okay,
That
okay.
don't
No,
mean
I'm
I
gonna give you
don't mean I
facts.
voted
I
for
ain't
his
talking
ass
about.
though.
I don't. My wife done beat this. My wife done beat this in my head for 8 years. Okay,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put it into your perspective. All right, if an electrician fucked up a job for 8 years before you got there, yeah, they building a building that say, okay, it's gonna take 12 years or 14 years to build this building.
Mm-hmm.
And the electrician before you was doing it for 8 years, and
Mm-hmm.
he fucked it up. The wiring wrong, the sockets ain't in place, everything
Mm-hmm.
like that. But when you took the job, you said, okay, it's gonna take me 4 years to straighten all this shit out, and then my second 4 years, it's gonna start to get better. All right. Then after them 8, I got a I got a promotion. I moved on, so I brought in another electrician, and I gave him the plan, and I said, "You pretty much ain't got to do nothing. Just follow this plan for the next 2 years, and it's gonna flow smooth. All you gotta do is follow these plans for the next 2 years, and it's gonna flow smooth." And he
Mm-hmm.
said, "Okay." But
Mm-hmm.
his first 2 years, all he did was go and try to tear down everything you set up in them 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't change from day one when he took over. The
Mm-hmm.
the bonus and the taxes you saw until he
Mm-hmm.
changed his tax code, those were Obama plans. It took him
Mm-hmm.
a year, and then his second year in office, when
Mm-hmm.
and his plan called for that to give everybody a tax break. But his third and fourth year,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
COVID happened to happen. But
Mm-hmm.
even if COVID didn't happen, you wouldn't have got that tax break unless you made between from 600 million on up after. Because if you go back
Mm-hmm.
and right now
Mm-hmm.
we still under Trump tax plan because he did not
Mm-hmm.
allow. He called all his Republican friends, and the tax plan that Biden tried to put in place to give the middle class and poor people a better tax break. He got all his Republican friends to shoot that shit down, just like the border bill,
Mm-hmm.
because he needed something to talk about
Well,
when
you're
he
you're
ran again.
yeah, but see, you're absolutely correct. No jive, and this is what I would say. From the Bush years to the Obama years, there was no change. You didn't get anything different.
But no,
You said I
you
got
gotta look
something
at it now.
different.
Bush
Huh?
was
Huh?
in a
Wait a minute
recession.
now.
Bush was in
You
a
said
recession.
I you said I got something different, and I didn't, because he had to come in where Bush left off. He had to come in. He had to come in. They were all he do you know they kept the same people on staff, right? Obama
No,
didn't
Obama,
change the staff. No, no, sir. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
he
They
kept like
kept
the
the same.
military.
They kept the
He
same.
kept the
No,
military
the
people.
people who were financially working on the recession continued into the Obama years, still working on it. You got the same thing from both presidents.
And the thing
Let's
about,
just
no,
be
you didn't get
honest.
the
I'm gonna
same
be
thing.
honest and tell
You
you.
didn't get the
I'm gonna
same.
be
The
honest and tell.
numbers went
No,
up.
you know what you get different from Republicans and Democrats. Republicans always believe in the trickle down effect.
Thank you.
I wish
But
they
the
would
trickle
stop
down
doing
don't.
that, because
Yeah,
the
the
trickle
trickle down
down
don't
never
work.
come. It don't work. Trickle
It don't
down,
trickle
and I
down to
don't
us. It don't
see,
trickle
I
down to the
don't
middle
see
class
why these stupid MF people out here will stop buying into the bullshit that rich
or the
people
trickle down.
somehow gonna pay their fair share. If I'm rich, I ain't trying to give my money away. You's a damn fool.
No. The
I
thing
will
about,
vote
stop
for I
believing
will
that.
vote
Yeah.
for a Republican. I will vote for a Republican. If I got money like that, I will vote for a Republican at every turn I get.
At
You
every
know why?
turn. That's what
Because
I'm
he
saying.
telling me I ain't got to give.
Because he
He
got
telling me I ain't got to
he
give
got
my
my
money
best
away.
interest. He got my best
That's
interest
right.
at heart.
He got my
He got my
interest.
best
He
interest.
at
Yeah, he
heart.
got my interest at heart. The thing about it,
He
Tony,
are.
did you
But
know?
again, you know what I'm find. You know what I find out about a lot of the Republican people. Again, nothing to do with race or anything. That facts over feelings. They go off their feelings because they ain't got enough money.
No,
All my Republican friends who might be listening to me, you don't have money to where
no.
Donald Trump gives a shit. Trump don't give a shit about you.
No, he
But
don't.
he still
He
got that
don't.
Republican belief that
He
there's
like
a
y'all buddy.
trickle down effect. Oh, rich people create jobs. Motherfucker, rich people, once they create the job, that's it. Yeah,
But
they're
no,
gonna
the thing
create.
about it, Tony. But the thing about it, Tony, what they did with um Donald Trump's tax code after that first 2 years, and it kicked in for them. They did stock buyback. The money
Yeah,
they got as a tax break, they
yeah.
took that money. It didn't trickle down. They went and bought
No,
their company stock. They
Yo,
that's
went and
right.
bought stock in their own companies,
That's right.
which drove the stock prices up,
That's right.
and it was more money for them.
That's right. And all they do is
Yeah,
create another. All they keep doing, all the rich people keep doing, and I understand. And when I say rich, I'm talking about one percenters.
yeah, the one
All they
percenters.
do is they create and people who are living off the stock market. They create these balloons and they blow them up
Yeah,
and they keep inflating and inflating one day,
and then
and then just like
yeah,
with the housing market in 2008, or even the tech stocks, what happens? It's going to blow.
that bubble go bust.
That bubble
But you
gonna
know what they
burst.
doing? But Tony, you know what they doing
Yeah.
now
You
to
know
keep
what
the
I? You
housing
know what I
market
tell
bubble?
you? Yeah.
They
What's that?
buying, they
Oh
buying.
yeah. Yeah. You got private
Corporations are
companies.
buying houses.
Corporations are taking up the American dream and then want to sell it to you for 10 times
No, they're not
more
even
than what it's
selling it.
worth.
They're not even selling it
Or
to
I
you.
mean, renting it out to you.
Thank you. They leasing it. They
They're
they putting
leasing it
people.
out to you.
Think they leasing houses now.
I
They
understand
leasing
if
houses.
I understand things do go up over time. I'm not stupid here. I understand things do inflate in price over time. That's just part of living. But to the point right now where young people, I'm telling you, even a young person coming out of college, the American dream, and I've said it before on here, is eluding them, and nobody gives a shit.
But Tony, let me
Nobody
ask
give
you
a
this question.
shit. Nobody
No,
cares that the young people are further away from the American dream than
then
ever.
in then ever. But Tony, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. I've seen a lot of Republicans say in interviews and everything, we need to take care of Americans first. You heard them say that
yeah,
instead of
I,
sending
Okay,
money,
so
instead of
so
sending money
I
overseas.
would
I
tell you
heard
this
that.
right here.
Yeah,
I would tell you this right here. That is a great selling point, but again, facts over
it's a
feelings.
lie. It's a lie.
There's a reason why we there's a reason why the American dollar is the global money. It's the top money on the globe. There's a reason why. And so you can't just say keep you can't go for isolationism. There's
But no,
it's
I ain't talking
bullshit.
about that. But no, I ain't talking about that, Tony, because you getting on the global scale. I ain't talking
Yeah,
about that. But what I'm talking about is the Republicans come up and say, because Biden sending this money to Ukraine and everything like
yeah,
that, we
yeah,
need to take care of Americans first. But
yeah. I got you.
Republicans want to get rid of they want to get rid of Medicaid, they want to get rid of Medicare, they
I
want to
got you.
get rid of any programs that help America. They okay, the
Why do they,
student
t-
loan forgiveness,
why do they want to get rid of it? Think
because then
about it.
that's gonna close the wage gap. That's gonna close. That's gonna okay because if you get rid of everybody in America student loan, now those people have disposable income to
No,
invest
no.
and do
Why do
stuff.
they want to get rid of Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid? Why would they want to get rid of it? They don't want to get rid of it. They want to replace it with a more profitable, again,
Situation.
a
Yeah.
more profitable situation.
Just
That's
like
what
they
they
got
want.
rid of
They,
pensions.
they want
Just like
you
they got
to,
rid of pensions and went to
yes,
401k.
they fuck a 401k.
Thank
Y'all
you.
stupid.
401k.
Y'all stupid if y'all putting y'all money. I saw in 2008 so many, when I got into the state system, so many people who were retired had to come back to work. You know why?
Yeah.
Lost, lost a buku
401k
of
ain't
money. They lost a lot of
401k is
money in
not
401k.
guaranteed. A pension was guaranteed. A pension was guaranteed money. 401k is not guaranteed money.
But see, a
It's
it's not.
based
pension,
on
pensions are hard
It's
to
not.
maintain, y'all. And pensions are not the answer either. I can't believe when you retire, you should be making the same money that you were when you left. I mean, y'all believe in that? I should, when I retire, if I'm making $70,000 and I'm no longer working, I should still be making $70,000. I'm gonna
But
say
Tony, if
I
I
don't
done been
believe in that.
paying, if you as a job and you done been telling me, because basically what pensions was, I was reinvesting in the company I worked for.
Gotcha.
The money you was taking out of my check, when you started taking it out of my check, you told me, and you this money you was going to invest in our company.
Mm-hmm.
But bad management, bad
Mm-hmm.
decisions by upper
Oh yeah.
management.
Oh
Now
yeah.
the money is not there because
Yeah.
y'all took a risk that didn't work out, and
Yeah.
now my money is gone.
Yeah.
But see, now with the 401k, the company is not on the hook for the money no more because, oh, that money you put up, you was investing it in the stock market,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
and the stock market
yeah,
went down.
Yeah.
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 But listen, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell y'all something.
But there
I,
now there are other, and I'm glad South Carolina had it when I came in. There are other programs you can do where your principal money is always safe. The only downside is when you go to get your money, federal government is waiting on you. Now, yeah, there are tricks to the trade, but financial illiteracy is big. How do you keep people down? You don't give them information.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
You don't tell them
you don't
everything.
feed people. Yeah, you don't teach. We in America don't teach people how to fish for free. No, we don't. We don't teach
No,
people how
no,
to fish. So we got people who are always starving. And then, motherfuckers want to wonder why people are homeless and don't have, and why we have the poor. Because you don't educate. You don't educate about
no,
real,
you do
there's
not.
no real financial education. It's just not there. And then if you want that education, you're going to have to pay over $100,000 to get it.
yeah. If you want it, yeah,
Huh?
you got to
If
pay
you
to
want
get
it,
it. So now,
you got to pay to
now I'm
get
in
it.
a. But here go right here. I'm in the
Say
hole.
it. Yes.
I'm in the hole.
Yes. Now you
I'm in
know.
the hole to learn how to make money. But I'm already in the hole, so I got to dig out this hole before I
Yes.
can even
Hey,
start making
look,
money.
don't
Yes.
that sound like the trapezoid system?
Yeah.
Sound like a
No, man.
pyramid scheme.
It
Sound
is a
like a
pyramid
pyramid
scheme.
scheme.
It's shit me. Shit
Okay, look
me.
here. Hey, look
They
here.
don't call them pyramids no
But
more. They
but
call them trapezoid.
I
Trapezoid system.
feelings over fact. Feelings over fact right now. We talking
Yeah.
about it.
Uh-huh.
As much as I love the 1990s during the Clinton years, I really don't give a shit about him sleeping with somebody in the office and all
No,
this. I don't care.
no.
For the moment that, because back then in the 90s, shit, if I didn't like my job, I could tell somebody kiss my ass and I'll have a job the next day.
And next day. Next
Next day,
day.
I'm working.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I do fault him and his cronies, Republican and Democrat, because all of them signed off on it when they basically put in place to allow these companies to operate outside of the United States and send jobs out of the states. And what do? Applaud him for signing the bill. They
Yeah,
all
but that
stood
was
up.
but the thing about it, if you go
Oh,
back and
world
look at it,
trade
but hey,
market and all of this. But
but
what
look
did you
at
do?
it, if you go
Steel companies are gone.
but if
Car
you look
companies are
at it, but
gone.
Tony,
Huh? Hmm?
if you look at it, that's something that started back in the 70s.
No, but it was exacerbated by what he signed, what Clinton
No,
signed.
he just
But
kept it going. He
yeah,
but they already started moving companies out back in the late 70s. They started moving. It was just a slow process because of how big they were in America.
yeah,
But
yeah.
what Clinton signed, it just kept it going because it was time for a renewal of it. But then in the Clinton era, because of modern technology, and it was more easier for them companies to move then. But Clinton just signed really an extension of something that was already started back in the 70s.
But it
Because
hurt us
companies
even
started,
worse.
Yeah, it hurt us even worse, but
It
it
hurt
was
us even
coming
worse.
eventually anyway because it was something that's already started. Because if you look at it, the same profession you in, you got to remember in the '80s they taught that shit in high school.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
In the '70s, they taught that in high school. In
yeah,
the '60s, you learned that in high school.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
To where it was free. It, I
yeah.
You had a trade when you got out of high school, whether it was plumbing, electrician, brick mason, to where I don't owe $100,000. I'm not $100,000 in the hole, but I got this skill. Even hell, even cosmetology was taught on the high school
Mm-hmm.
level.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
It
shit.
was.
Even when I went to tech in early in the '90s, a semester was $700. $700. And what that shit is now,
Yeah.
like $3,800 now. It's crazy, bro.
See, you sure? Look at when last time you checked the price. It might be a cool $10,000.
Not a semester.
Shit.
I paid seven
Hell.
hundred a semester.
Hey, Tony,
Hey,
don't be
if it's
check the
ten
price.
thousand at tech, if it's
Check the
10,000
prices,
at
Tony.
tech for a semester, bro, listen
Tony.
here. I'm
Check
gonna open
hey,
my own. I'm gonna open my own trade school.
Tony. Tony. Hey, I'm
Huh?
telling you, check the
Yeah,
prices, buddy.
I'm gonna
Check the
open my own
prices.
trade school.
Hey, check
And
the
we talked,
prices.
actually, me and my coworkers, we actually talked about that one time because the politics of the college were, they were interfering in the trade programs because
Yeah.
they were mixing in general education along with our trades that we were teaching. And we really did talk about trying to do it, but then here comes the brick wall. You want it to be an accredited program, man, the paperwork and everything you would have
You
to
got
go
to
through
do. Yeah.
to get
And
the
because
accreditation correctly.
yeah,
And even because we really wanted to separate ourselves from Midlands Tech, because Midlands Tech, let's be honest, they really want to be a um
a university. They want to be a 4 year
no, a
university.
not a community college, just the other junior college, whatever, something like that. But they don't want to be a trade school. They don't want to be known as a
No.
trade school. They want to be a community college. And it's another word. I didn't forgot so long, but you know, and that's not what Midland Tech was set up to do. The school was not about the transfer student. We were not worrying about the transfer student. We were worried about getting motherfuckers education so they can go out here and work and support their families and stuff. And so the politics got in the way, and we wanted to separate it. We really did, and we started looking at it, and just to get it, going it's insurmountable. It was a mountain to climb. I'd have probably still been working on it right now, and not even close to opening up. But
Yeah.
and
All
it's
right,
just
Skyrocket.
I,
I'm
I
looking.
I know we all over the place tonight.
Oh, there goes so.
Oh,
I
hold
don't
on,
There goes
hold,
so.
hold, hold.
I
What's
don't want to
up,
get
Dave
started.
Boy? Coming
What's
in the
going on?
building.
What's up,
What's
baby?
up, man?
What's going on, fellas?
How are you?
What's happening? What's
How you holding
happening?
up?
Man, it's what it is. It's what it is, man. I'll update you guys on this, off the fresh air. You know what I'm
Gotcha.
saying?
I got you.
Okay.
Uh, but yeah, man, I know I've been absent for a while, man.
Hey, man,
Going through some
family
things,
first. Family
going
first.
through some things, man. But I'm gonna update you guys and tell y'all what's going on, man. Cause I mean, it's pretty heavy. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It's pretty heavy, but just want to let y'all know I'm still, what I'm saying, I'm still with you boys, man. I just a little absent right now, but
Yeah, no,
um
Oh
well,
yeah, we hold it. We
Oh
hold it
yeah,
down. We
yeah.
hold it down. We finna
already
get
know.
out
I
here.
would
hey,
expect
hey, hey,
nothing less. I would
Hey,
expect
we
nothing
finna get
less.
out here anyway.
hey,
I didn't know why
we
Skyrocket had
absent.
ended. I told him I wanted to end this at 8 o'clock anyway because the game. I am looking at Justin Fields warm up on the sideline now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We can get off of here. Listen, hold up, Barrett, before you leave. Hold up, y'all.
Yeah,
Let's go ahead
yeah.
and end this. Because I got to get ready. You see, my daddy already got his jersey on. I got to find my hat. I got to put my hat on. Oh, there it is over there. I got to put my hat on. We finna go around here and have family bonding time and watch another Cowboy victory. But listen,
Yeah.
for
Uh,
all y'all that tuned in today to the fellas podcast, we'd like to thank y'all for coming in. Listen, this is a podcast that you can come and talk about everything. We're going to abbreviate the schedule tonight because we got a big game tonight with the Cowboys versus the Steelers. I know a lot of people are watching that game. There's a lot of bets been placed. Last time I checked, it's been over $4,000, 4,000 bets placed on this game, courtesy of Bovada. So it might be more than that, but on Bovada they got over 4,000 bets have been placed on this game. And I want to be in the one. Like I said earlier on the podcast, I could have been there, but with other stuff coming up, I didn't have the financial means, or I was being responsible because I knew
You're
I
being
had.
irresponsible. Talk about being responsible. Irresponsible.
Hey, I was looking up plane tickets and everything. When my niece hit me up and said, "Oh, I got 2 tickets for the game." I was like, "Okay." So, but thank y'all for tuning in, fellas. See y'all next week. We out.
Peace.
Yo.
All right, go in.